Hello and welcome to this video, guys. As you can tell by the title of this video, this is about my Fujifilm X100VI, and today I want to talk about my favorite recipe that I've been using on this camera. So what is this recipe that I'm using? So it's actually a recipe that I found on Fuji X Weekly. It's the Portra 800 recipe. However, I have made a couple tweaks to fit my liking a little bit more. I'll go ahead and put the settings on the screen right now. But what I like about this recipe, especially after the adjustments that I've made, is it's just very clean, it's very clear, and there isn't a super strong stylized look to it, which I personally prefer. I think it looks really nice, and it does well for everything, including skin tones if I'm taking a portrait of someone, or even in a situation like this where I'm taking pictures of landscapes. It does great for greenery, and it doesn't have a super strong stylized look, but it does give a very beautiful and simple, elegant look to your images, almost like Portra 800, almost like film. You know, there's a look to it, but it's not too strong, it's not overbearing, and that's what I like so much about this simulation. Okay, so I know this isn't a large format photography video, this is about the X100VI, but I would love to bring my large format camera up here and take a composition of this. The only thing I'm kind of struggling with is I don't think the lens I have is wide enough to fully capture this tree all the way to this dead tree. Even with this camera, the X100VI, the lens just isn't wide enough to capture the full scene, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think a vertical composition, at least of this part, is okay. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I would want to do with my large format camera. Yeah, it's just beautiful out here. You know, this is one of the only places I've like really looked around and explored here in Tennessee. All the other waterfalls that I want to go and look at are much further drives, so those are definitely going to be more dedicated trips. Whereas this is about 40 minutes from where I live, so it's really not that bad. But definitely more waterfall videos to come because I have this odd fascination with them. I realized I never filmed a proper outro for this video, so here this is. Long story short, I just want to say that the recipe that I have created based off of modifying the Portra 800 recipe that I found online is one that I think suits my style of photography a lot. And it's allowed me to get results that I feel very comfortable with just instantly sharing. I can take a photo, send it from my camera to my phone, and immediately share it, which is kind of the reason why a lot of people buy these cameras, the X100 series cameras, but then also just Fujifilm cameras in general, is because you have so much ability to tweak what the image looks like, and so you don't have to, or I don't feel the need to, and a lot of people don't feel the need to have to go in and edit a photo. You know, they can get the results that they want in camera. The biggest thing that I tweaked from the Portra 800 recipe that I found to mine is I got rid of the grain because I found that the grain was a little bit too strong. I don't have grain on here in general. The recipe is grainless, and I found that that helps. If you want to add grain, you totally can, but I found that the grain is a little bit too artificial looking, even in its lowest setting. I've also changed the white balance setting and the tone curve. I changed the tone curve just to give me a little bit more contrast. I found that in the initial Portra 800 recipe, the shadows were a little bit too lifted, so I went ahead and brought those down a little bit just to add contrast on the bottom end. And I found that the tweaks that I have made, I'm sure there's other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head. If you're interested in the Portra 800 recipe, I'll leave a link to the Fuji X Weekly website in the description below so you can kind of compare mine versus theirs. But again, I'm sure there's other tweaks that I'm missing, but overall, I think all the tweaks that I've made to this camera, or not to this camera, to this recipe, have made it fit my style of shooting a lot more. So if you guys like the images, tell me what you thought in the comments below. If you like this video and you like these photos, please consider leaving a like or subscribing to the channel. It does help me out a lot. I'm on the road to 5K and we're getting, not close, but we're getting there. Also, if you like the photos and this video and want to check out more of my work, I'll leave my Instagram on the screen right now, as well as a link to my Instagram and my website in the description below. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.